What bottles of bourbons do I wish were easier to find? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today we are going to go over bottles of bourbons that are hard to find right now, but previously were easier to find within the past year or two. These are not supposed to be super allocated bottles. These are not supposed to be allocated bottles at all, for that fact. These are bottles that are everyday bottles that if you went into a store one day, you saw a bottle, you picked it up, you drank it, you went back to the store, you picked up another one. Well, this is a bottle that, well, you saw it one day and then you never saw it again for a couple of months or whatever that may be. Now, my list is specifically for my area in New Jersey. I want to know what bottles were easy to find for you a year ago and you can't find on your shelves whatsoever at all in the comments down below. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button. If you're brand new, make sure you smash that subscribe button because we're on the road to 20,000 subscribers and I want every single one of you to be a part of it, and it's free and it makes my day. One more thing, check out the Patreon for as little as $2 a month. You can help support me and the channel like you wouldn't believe. We just did our first barrel pick. The Patreons got in on that, and if you want in on the next one, it is coming soon, I can tell you that. Come join the Patreon so that you can get in on my barrel picks. But without further ado, let's get into my list. So for bottle number one, for a bottle that used to be easy to find but is hard to find nowadays, is gonna go to Old Granddad 114. Now, I have one store that I can go into and most of the time can pick this bottle up at. However, if that store is out of this bottle, I used to be able to go into stores 2 years ago and see this bottle all over the place. Now, it's unfortunate that I can't find it really anywhere unless I'm walking into that one store at the right time. I don't know what it is about this bottle. Everybody's seeming to find out that Old Granddad 114 is the best of both worlds, flavorful and proofy and cheap. So it's the best of three worlds, I guess you could say. Old Granddad 114 used to be super easy to find for me, and right now, it's one of those harder bottles. I don't know why. 26, 28 bucks depending on where you are. And Old Granddad 114 is just one of those bottles that I absolutely love, and it seems like everybody else is starting to love too. Let's get into bottle number two. Bottle number two is gonna go to Blue Note Juke Joint Uncut Unfiltered Barrel Proof Single Barrels. Now, these used to be all over the place, and I'm not quite sure what is going on with the Blue Note picks. I don't know if their allocation for their barrel picks is limited at this moment. I'm not quite sure about that, but these used to be all over the place in the area, and for some reason, I haven't seen a Blue Note pick in about 8-9 months, almost a year probably. I'm not quite sure what they're doing over there. Maybe they're changing their system and they just haven't done any barrel picks. But for some reason, Blue Notes used to be all over the place. And now, within the past year, I haven't seen one store pick of a Blue Note, and I'm not quite sure why. Blue Note is one of my absolute favorite sub $50 barrel proof single barrels. I've got 4 of them, just finished one of them, unfortunately, and I know a lot of you guys love Blue Note, and these are one of the best. Like I just said, sub $50 barrel proof single barrels that money can buy. Let's get into bottle number 3. Bottle number 3 is gonna go to Russels Reserve Private Barrel Selects. Now, this is a little bit different than the Russels single barrels that are going to have the white label on the bottom of it. These ones specifically are, in my opinion, a little bit better than those ones. They're gonna run you a couple dollars more, but for some reason, I see the Russels single barrels all over the place, but I have not seen a Russels Private Select in a store in quite some time. Not quite sure why they haven't been doing store picks in a while or group picks or whatever, but for some reason I do enjoy these a little bit more than the Russell single barrels. The private selects, in my opinion, are a little bit more flavorful. They might be doing different, better barrels for those. I mean, my buddy Kevin was able to acquire this bottle for me, but this was going on 6-7 months now, and I haven't seen one of these just straight red gold labels in a very long time. Let's get into bottle number 4. Bottle number 4 is going to go to 1792 Full Proof. Now, I see a lot of 1792 small batch. I've been seeing a lot of the 1792 single barrel, a lot of the bottled in bond. I've even seen a little bit of the 12 year, even though that price is just out of this world. But what I've been looking for is 1792 Full Proof store picks, not just regular Full Proof. I know I have a regular bottle of Full Proof here, but I haven't seen a Full Proof store pick in quite some time. I'm not quite sure why that is. I don't know if their allocations are just like everybody else's, but nonetheless, I love 1792 Full Proof store picks just a little bit more than just a regular Full Proof offering. I know a lot of you do as well, but for some reason in my area, the Full Proof store picks are not as prevalent as they used to be. They used to have them in ShopRites, they used to have them in just regular store picks, and for some reason, like I just said, you just can't find them anymore. And I would love to be able to get my hands on one of those here in the near future. I know one store had one about 3 weeks ago, sold out of it like that. So hopefully we can get more of those in the area. But nonetheless, let's get into bottle number 5. Before we get into bottle number 5, make sure you guys drop that like I said. If you're brand new, smash that subscribe button. We're still battling the flu. We're on day number 5. Feeling a lot better, not 100%, we're probably 85%. No drinking today, that's why we're doing this list video, but hopefully by Wednesday or Friday at the latest, we can do some more drinking videos because I want to get to drinking. I know you guys want to see some of these videos that I've got planned for you, but let's get into bottle number 5. Bottle number 5 is going to go to J Bowman single barrel. Now I have a theory on why this bottle right here is becoming a little less prevalent. It's because they're doing single barrel picks of these, and I think that those are going to start rolling out a little bit more compared to these. So they stopped the production of those labels, and they've rolled out a lot of those barrels for single barrel selects. That's my personal opinion, because I have not seen a J Bowman single barrel bottled at 100 proof in about 7 months. The last time I saw one was this bottle here that I picked up. For some reason, I don't know why, but that's my theory. They're rolling out with the new single barrel pick rather than just their store release. Now they might be doing like store releases just in like Virginia or at the distillery only, but like I said, my opinion is that they are strictly going to stick with the single barrel picks that stores and groups are going to be able to get their hands on in the future. For this, I don't know if they're going to be doing the green label or not, you know, rocking that rye look, but nonetheless, I don't know. That's my thought on why we haven't seen this bottle. I don't know if it's the same thing for you guys. Let me know in the comments below if any of these bottles are hard for you to find as well. Because like I said, this is my area that I've been looking at. I know a lot of you guys are in my general area. Some of you might be a little more North Jersey. Some of you might be a little more South Jersey. Some of you, a lot of you, aren't even in New Jersey at all. And I want to know what bottles used to be easy for you and are hard for you now, because the bourbon world's changing. Everybody's finding new things, liking new things, trends happen, and so on and so forth. So there you guys have it. Those are the 5 bottles that used to be easy and unfortunately are hard for me to find. And unfortunately, prices are going up too. But nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, drop the subscribe. Until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.